Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I also just realized that I wear this shirt a lot, and it's because I like it. It's one of my favorite shirts, and I think I look good in plaid. So, yeah, there's that random explanation. But today we're going to talk about something that is kind of going on with me, which, I mean, I guess that's what I'm always talking about on this channel, but it's something that I have wanted to make a video about before, but I guess just haven't. I don't know why I haven't, but, and I haven't actively looked on the internet for this, but it's something that I want to talk about, something that should be talked about. So yeah, disclaimer, it is going to be involve, depression. It is going to involve some suicidal ideation. It is going to involve the period. So if you are immature and can't handle talking about periods, you probably shouldn't watch this video. And also self-evaluate. And it's just going to involve some stuff. So if you're someone who doesn't want to talk about that kind of thing, then you probably should go do something else because, yeah. So today we are going to talk about PMDD. And what PMDD is Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. That's actually something that I have, which is interesting. You know, I'm just making a ton of videos about, I have this. But I do. PMDD is Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. And it's very similar to PMS, just regular premenstrual syndrome or whatever it's called. But it's actually on the more severe, serious side, and it's because of the symptoms and everything that comes with it. So when you have PMDD, on the week leading up to your period, and the week of your period, so the week before you start your period and the week that you're going to start your period, you have really, really severe, unbearable depression. You also get really irritable and you hold on to anger really well, and anxiety becomes such an issue that, like, I will get random panic attacks. Like, I'll be sitting somewhere or I'll be laying in the bed and I'll get a panic attack. Just randomly, I'll start to feel like my heart is just going to start to race. Usually, the symptoms kind of subside and relax when you start your period because your hormones, when you're about to start your period, kind of go on a little roller coaster ride. And so it's kind of like everything's going insane, but once you start your period, everything starts to regulate. For me, it's kind of a pain in the ass because with my hypothyroidism, my hormones are already kind of messed up anyway, and it already causes depression and anxiety. It causes the inability to focus. So on top of having PMDD, which also causes those things, the week leading up to my period and the week of that I'm going to start my period is a shit show for me. It is one of the most difficult times I've realized now that I have experienced. And it really sucks because the weeks leading up to my period and this week have been very hard for me emotionally. My depression has been so hard to deal with that I couldn't even describe it properly. I've been having really, really dark thoughts about myself recently. And they have been thoughts that I've had before when I was younger, but they are more so right now. And it's a good thing that because I dealt with my depression because I usually have depression anyway, but it was really, really bad when I was younger. And from learning from that, it's a good thing that I can kind of, I don't want to say deal with it, but deal with it. But it's been really hard for me because I'm not good at telling people how I feel. I'm not good at admitting when something's wrong because it makes me feel like a failure, which that's a whole different. But that's a whole different video. But it's just my depression has been very bad. And I have been having some very bad thoughts about myself. And I've been thinking about going somewhere by myself and evaluating everything in my life, relationships, my choices, my job, everything. I've just been thinking about going somewhere by myself and trying to just like reevaluate. I've been thinking about just like destroying things in my life because I honestly right now feel like I don't deserve them. And I just right now I feel like there's no point in me trying to fight for them because I'm going to lose them anyway. And I'm hoping that this overbearing depression is because of my period and what's going on right now, and not feelings that I'm actually having. Because if it's feelings that I'm actually having, it's a problem because it's gotten to the point where I'm starting to get really concerned about my thoughts. And eating, every time I eat, I feel like I'm a horrible person. Every time. And so that's something that I've never had a thought about. And so when they say severe depression with PMDD, it's severe and it's serious. And one of the symptoms is actually despair and thoughts of suicide. Some of the other symptoms are like lasting anger. I'm looking at my notebook because I don't want to misinform. Anxiety, feeling like you're out of control or like losing your mind, panic attacks, mood swings, lack of interest, which that's a thing for me, and focus. Like I can't focus on anything. And what sucks is the hypothyroidism does that on its own, and then you add that. So lately, my past 2 cycles, having hypothyroidism and having to take the medication has been a nightmare. It has been a nightmare for me. And I'm going to bring it up when I see my doctor again, that it's just been super rough. But the reason I want to talk about this is because I know there are people out there that have the same experiences, and either they know that they have it or they don't know they have it, and they're experiencing it, and they're kind of like in this confused space like I used to be. And one thing that I can suggest is learn stress relieving things like, meditation, aromatherapy, music, stuff like that. Learn things that relax you. Talk to someone about it. Don't be like me and hold it in, because all it does is just make it worse. And if you have to, talk to a doctor, whether it be a therapist or someone who actually specializes in that area. And of course, get to know yourself and what's going on. Maybe take notes about, like, if you start to notice reoccurrences at the same time, just try to take notes with that, see what happens. And, just go from there. And just try to remind yourself that could be happening because of this. Remind yourself that it's going to be okay, and, all that stuff. I also wanted to talk about it because I find it really fascinating, but also I need to learn how to talk about myself mentally and what's going on in my head, because it starts to really destroy me if I don't. So, yeah, but that's PMDD. Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. It's a super fun time. It's great, and I'm so happy that I experience it. And if you experience it too, well, you go, you little soldier, and just keep on going, But thank you for joining me in this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for some reason. Give it a thumbs up if you're someone out there who also has the same experience. Or if you know anything else about it that might be interesting. If you'd like to see more of my videos for some reason, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell button to get notified whenever I post. And yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful night, and this is Kat signing off. Bye!